Hello, loves. My name is Josie. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Welcome to Eccentric if you are new here. This is the air sign video for October 15th through the 31st, 2020. We are going to start off with Gemini. Hello, beautiful Geminis. Alrighty, what messages do we have for Gemini spirit? Okay, so the first thing I hear is closer than close. Some of you Geminis are experiencing someone that is all up in your space in a way that's not necessarily comfortable for you. I don't feel like they understand the air sign quality that you are. So you're going to have to find a way to explain to them, hey, I'm not really touchy-feely, or, I'm not feeling that way right now, without offending them to the point to where they just stop doing it completely, if that's not what you want, right? So, yeah, it could be a child too. There could be a child in your life that's being extra clingy out of nowhere, Gemini, and you're having to deal with that. Some of you are having like this whole zoo dynamic in your house to where it's difficult for you to work because all of a sudden nobody knows what they're supposed to do, even though they've been doing this stuff like all day, every day. Now all of a sudden nobody knows how to do anything. And you're kind of relying on the rules and the things you set in place to continue to, you know, happen and be followed. You're going to have a lot of patience right now, Gemini, because some of y'all, I can see you on the phone right now. You're on hold. You're dealing with people. You're dealing with companies, paying bills and things like that. You're being put on hold. There may have been some discrepancies in a that had to do with a bill, or that had to do with something you were trying to get fixed. Okay. Man, like you're fussing with the kids, you're on hold, okay? And you're like, you want to scream, What I recommend for you Geminis is to, go to the bathroom, go to that walk-in closet, like get ghost on your kids, get ghost on anything you can disappear from momentarily, and literally time yourselves, because I know that sometimes people don't even know how to give themselves a break. 15 minutes is a really long time when you actually time yourself. But if you give yourself a break and you don't like set a timer, you will gyp yourself thinking that 5 minutes was 15 minutes, okay? Definitely do those great escapes, okay? For some of you Geminis, oh my God, check, and recheck. If you have to travel before the end of the month, have your paperwork. If they say that they can take it off your phone, still print it out anyway. Okay, that's gonna be very important. Print it out anyway. Oh my goodness, because I see somebody getting turned around, or I see there's an issue with somebody's baggage. Oh my gosh. Because of your baggage, that's what the delay is. And for some of you, this could be on a whole nother level when it comes to baggage. Okay. That could be keeping you from enjoying whatever relationship you're in, or whatever opportunities may be coming your way in love. And remember, it's a retrograde. So you can enjoy what you want to enjoy, but try not to make it solid until after retrograde, somewhere in like the third week in November, to see what it really is, right? But some of you may be like literally having a spiritual experience where you're dealing with baggage finally. You're dealing with some things. You're asking yourself the hard questions. And it's because you had a tower moment. It's because of something that happened suddenly that's causing you to finally look at yourself and what you've been doing and how you've been behaving and some of you, you're looking at what you've built for yourself or what you haven't built for yourself. And you're either going to decide to do more with what you've already built, or you're going to finally decide, okay, I need to get serious and build something. I need to start somewhere. So, yeah, that's the energy for Gemini for October 2020, the 15th through the 31st, okay? We are moving on over to Aquarius energy. Spirit, Aquarius energy in the now. Clear, concise messages, please. I appreciate it. Oh, Aquarius. Some of you Aquarians are welcoming a new addition to your family. Some Aquarians are anything that has to do, somebody could have got married, somebody could have had a baby, because there is this generalization of there's an addition to your family, okay? But then also there is this connotation of a star being born. So any children being born right now may be highly sensitive. Okay, maybe master numbers, maybe, I don't even know if they're still naming these children coming in anymore. Crystal, rainbow, whatever. A highly sensitive being is coming into your life, okay, Aquarius? Oh, man. Yes. Okay, so what I'm hearing is take it easy and take control. Nice. So what that looks like is, Aquarius, you're being asked to find balance between managing your household, being a manager at work, whatever, and resting. There are some things that you're going to have to stop doing in order to make room for you to rest and do the things that are most important to you right now. It doesn't mean that you have to just stop doing these things forever, but temporarily your workload needs to be reduced so that you can maximize your energy where it matters the most, Aquarius. Okay? Oh, Lord. Okay, so I'm hearing, she can't change you. You can't change her. So some of y'all have this relationship dynamic going on where you probably thought somebody was a project, and some of you may be having realizations that, okay, this person didn't turn out the way that I thought they would, because you fell in love with potential, okay? So we're having some tower moments there. And it could be the opposite, where someone is feeling insecure because they don't feel like they measure up to you. They don't feel like they can keep up. They don't feel like they have enough. They just don't feel adequate standing next to you. But understand, when you have dynamics like that one in particular, do not water yourself down. Do not change. If they cannot take your loving encouragement and things like that, like if that's not enough for them, it's an issue that they have to deal with themselves, okay? Because there's nothing you're going to do. You could be their cheerleader and they will still not rise to the occasion, okay? Like, there's nothing you can do about that, because that's something they have to heal within themselves. And for some of you, you will be victorious. You are like working together to heal that particular situation, because you've actually talked about it and there's been communication. So kudos in that area, right? But for some of you, y'all are literally like, nah, I'm good. Let me just separate. Let me just go over here, because no. It's as if somebody got fired, or there's this sense of failure going on here. the bottom line is that there's clarity and you see, because both parties, even if you realize that somebody wasn't what you thought they would be, you have that responsibility, because yeah, they didn't measure up to what you thought they were, but you also learned a lesson in falling in love with potential. So there's this responsibility on both ends. Okay, promises that were made that were unrealistic. Somebody was making some promises, and then somebody else was like, yes, yes, yes to everything, even though they weren't even sure. They were immediately saying yes without thinking about it. So, if you can find the humor in the situation and just simply realize or think like a child and say, hey, I thought I wanted this, but I don't, then it'll be easier for you to move past this energy, you know? But other than that, Aquarians, those are your messages for October 15th through the 31st, 2020. We are moving on over to Libra. Libra dolls. Let's see here. Okay, Libra, the forest for the trees. So we're zooming in and we're zooming out, Libra. What's going on? We're having some vision adjustments. There are times, Libra, during October where you're going to have to be very focused to where you don't allow outside distractions. But then there are times where you're going to have to zoom out and see everything as the big picture. And if you're doing too much, you're not going to know when to zoom in and when to zoom out. Libra, it's very important that you take time out, and I'm seeing flowers, I'm seeing, herbal baths, I'm seeing me time. Really like pamper yourself. Take time out to pamper yourself, disappear. Don't let people know what you're doing. Just be like, hey, I'm going to be gone from this time to this time. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Take your baths, take your naps, eat the food that you like, because that's what's going to help you know when to focus really hard on something and when to pull back and look at the big picture. Libra, I wanted to say that you were going to be dealing with a whole bunch of people, but not really. I don't know what this is. Are they past loved ones? Because I'm sitting here like, I'm not understanding this message. There's a whole bunch of people, but I don't feel like you're going to be at the epicenter of this. I think that you're just going to be hearing. You're going to be hearing about a whole bunch of just relationships and all kinds of dynamics between other people around you. And it's kind of like if you are on this island by yourself, and you're happy because you're safe, because you're not caught up in all of that. You just feel like you're in a better position than the other people around you, and you're kind of waiting for the dust to settle. So yeah, that's a good idea. You're on the right path when it comes to that. Libra is making some moolah. You got money coming to you, Libra. Some of you may have actually had court cases finally come to a decision. There's money coming to you, and it's not necessarily just from your job or you working, but some of you may have been like doing some manifestation work too. I see it. The way that I see the money coming is from all places, as if somebody was practicing the law of attraction. But when you look at the pie graph of the situation, a lot of this money, like the least amount of it is coming from work that you did or customers giving you money. Most of it is coming from maybe grants or loans or resources that you've requested, applied for, court cases where you were waiting for money, all of that. Those types of areas is where the majority of the money is coming from. that, oh, you're being told to continue being yourself no matter what anybody says. Continue to be yourself. That doesn't mean that you're not responsible for checking yourself if you are, acting kind of like inharmonious. No. When Spirit says continue to be yourself, that means be proud of who you are, know yourself, and know what you bring to the table, right? But if it's a dynamic where you're being rude to people and you're like, take me as I am, don't be mad when nobody's around you, when nobody wants to deal with you, okay? Know when you need to change something, but that has nothing to do with who you are, okay? Those are your messages, Libra, for October 15th through the 31st. And that wraps up the air sign video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, especially when I have my kids during the holidays, I appreciate general donations. You have links in the banner. And if you have a hard time donating, please just send me an email and let me know. It's in the About section, all of my links. Have a beautiful day, loves. Talk to you soon.